Okay, so when I was first introduced to the Greenseeker system, I started doing some research, and I quickly discovered that the data that the old thumb rules of applying nitrogen to my wheat and corn are based on a series of research projects done over about the last 50 years. Well, the thumb rule is an average, and it's an average that's only right 1 out of 3 years. The other 2 years, it applies either too much nitrogen or too little nitrogen. In both of those cases, I lose money because I either waste money on fertilizer that I didn't need, or I don't grow enough crop that I could have grown. I wanted to be right more often than I was wrong, and the thumb rule systems are wrong twice as often as they're right. Has to be a better system. The Greenseeker really started addressing that. I like to tell people, it may not be right 100% of the time, but the system you're using now is not right 100% of the time. Think of it this way. A growing crop is no different than any other living organism. You and I can eat the exact same meal at the exact same time. You may lose weight. I may gain weight. Why? Well, I have a lower activity level, my metabolism's slower, you work out, you go to the gym, and you have a higher metabolism. A growing crop's no different. This year, your wheat or corn might need less food to grow. Next year may be a perfect year, and it really wants to be fed a lot. Find out how much it needs, and it'll result in a success. The Greenseeker system really fits that. So the Greenseeker system is really based around an apparatus like this. There's a handheld version, and then there's this model which actually mounts on the equipment for true variable rate application. I'm going to be using it on my side dressing my corn here within the next couple of weeks. And the challenge with corn is you have to have an ability to move your head up and down depending on the height of your corn. So I'm in the process of making my brackets for my side dress applicator, and the head will mount right about here and have the ability to move up and down depending on the height of the crop. And really what we're looking at is a device that shines a light and then receives the light. And what it's trying to do is the growing crop, the greenness and the vegetation absorbs certain parts of the light. The sensor then sees what is reflected back at it. And it knows what it shined, it knows what's reflected back. The missing part is the green vegetation that absorbed the light. Using some algorithms in the system, it then converts that into a real-time, live on the go signal into my cab that adjusts my pump so that I apply only the amount of nitrogen that that crop needs right then that year. And that's going to change from year to year, and that's where the Greenseeker system comes into play.